Hello, my name is Barbara. I am a behavior tech, and today we're going to talk about the RBT Ethics Code, Session 2. So we already talked about the introduction of the ethics code for the RBT, and we also talked about the first section that was about general responsibility. So today we're going to focus on the section 2, that is about responsibilities in providing behavior technician services. So we're going to discuss some points about the section 2. The first point that I want to bring here is that the RBT have to be careful, and is the responsibility of the RBT do not cause harm to the client. Also need to support the best interest of the client. It is very important we understand that. We also need to follow the directions from the supervisors, which include implementing all the behavior technician services. That is, for example, we need to follow the client data sheet, we need to follow the billing records. All these things come from the supervisor, and we need to be able to follow them accurately. It is also important, as we are talking about the supervisors, that the RBT, they accept the feedback from the supervisor. The feedback is very important so you can understand what you're doing and you can improve your actions when you're working with your client. You also need to be professional on your role as a technician. So it will include you receiving all the training, all the supervision. You're gonna include all you delivering your services, how you're gonna report, how you're gonna act with your client, with the supervisor, with the family. Also, we need to understand that if you're gonna you're gonna provide them services for a service for the client, you need to understand the service. You need to be trained to do this work. If you do not know how to do it, you shouldn't implement it. You need to look for training. You need to look for help from your supervisor. Another thing is be aware about what is considered punishment procedure, restricted procedures in ABA, because we only can implement those if our supervisor approves. If there's a necessity to do so, and it need to be documented in the behavior changing plan. So if you are not sure about it, you need to go ahead and talk to your supervisor. If you are wondering about another service from another RBT, about the family or something like that, you have any concerns about it, you also need to reach the supervisor. Supervisor is gonna be always your the best secure place for you, the safe place for you. It's with the supervisor. So any concern, you need to go run and talk to them. It includes, for example, if you see something that probably will cause harm to the client when he's around the family or even in a clinic or somewhere like that, you need to you have the right to protect the client and the duty to protect the client. So you might need to go ahead and talk to your supervisor, and then some cases you need to go to the board, or you can go to a law enforcement. It is very important to protect the life of the kid. Don't forget to document these actions. Everything that happened, you need to write down. I really like to document everything that happens in a company. So anything that happened to you, anything that happened to your client, have always everything documented. So in case you need proofs, in case you need go talk to someone important, you have all these documents with you. Another thing important to do is protect the client's privacy. You're always gonna protect his privacy. You will not talk about his data. You're not gonna discuss about his confidentiality with another RBT. It's only with your supervisor. And another thing that is important to talk to is about the social media. Definitely, we do not take pictures, we do not make videos and post all this information, this personal information from the clients in our social medias. There's privacy things that you can't share with anybody besides the supervisor. Sometimes if something happened, you might need to be talking about this with a law enforcement, but they need to have a valid reason. Is the only way that you can share confidentiality is going to be for the supervisor or for a law, if it's allowed by a law, and have a reason. And of course, you're only going to share these informations if you need to share with your supervisor or with the law, enforcement, all the stuff like that through job-related communication. So you're gonna talk in emails, you're gonna document this too. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.